minute we drove through the gates, we're like, holy smokes, this is really incredible, something special.
You can't beat the view. I mean, every day the view is just spectacular.
People we've met here are incredible, and we've met some really, really good friends.
I loved everything about this lot. It was perfect, and we loved it.
Today we're here at the crown jewel of Motorcoach Resorts, Motorcoach Country Club in Indio, California, hanging out with Ken Pollock, who takes care of all the lot sales here. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm great, sir, and yourself?
Doing great and learning so much about Motorcoach Country Club. Every time I've been out here, it just blows me away, everything that they're doing here. Now, Motorcoach Country Club has been, voted the top resort in the country several years in a row. It's called the crown jewel of Motorcoach Resorts. What is so special about Motorcoach Country Club?
Honestly, Andrew, first of all, it's great to see you again, but I'd say the people. I mean, the people that come here from all across the country, from Canada, we're just blessed to have the friendships and the relationships that we make here at Motorcoach. And on top of that, I know I'm going to rattle a little bit, but the amenities that we have here at Motorcoach are just stellar, from golf, then the pools and pickleball and tennis, and the list just keeps going.
Well, there's so much I want to share with the folks on YouTube today. Definitely a video worth watching. We're going to interview a lot of the owners here, ask them what they like about Motorcoach Country Club. I want to ask you prices, HOA, property tax. We want to look at some lots that are available for sale, talk rental prices. You think you could show us around?
I'd love to show you around.
Awesome, let's do it.
Let's go.
So this is a more entry-level lot here, and this lot is available?
Yes, sir. This is what we would call our undeveloped privacy lot. It's along the wall here. There's been no build out on it. Obviously, you see it's nothing but grass and a pad with your service pedestal here in the back.
How much is this lot available for?
This one's listed at $124,500.
Okay, so kind of a blank canvas. Now, if someone wanted to put pavers over the concrete slab?
Well, you said it perfectly. We would call this a blank canvas, right? They can come in, redo the cement, the pad, do a build out, do a backyard, could put a swimming pool, whatever their heart's desired.
Now, is there a room to build like a coach house on this lot?
Exactly, most definitely. This whole back portion of the lot is pretty much designed for that.
Or a pool,
or exactly, or a swimming pool. Majority of the privacy lots here will be gated in the back, so if you had pets or something like that, it's a perfect spot for that. And again, you could put a little like casita, a shade structure, whatever you like to do.
Great opportunity for dog owners that want to have their own little private dog park back there.
Definitely, like as you notice on the sides, I mean, they've got a backyard, they have a backyard. So this is just like you said, a canvas waiting to be developed.
Now at $124,500, what is the HOA on a blank lot like this?
So the HOAs are the same for all of our lots, regardless if you have a build out or not. We're $760 a month. That $760 a month covers your water and your trash and pretty much all of your amenities. Unlimited golf, swimming, pickleball, tennis, everything's included with that $760.
And then property tax here in California, is that based on the sale price of the lot, or how does that work?
Yes, sir. So sales tax, typically we like to kind of say it's about a 1.25% of the sales price or the assessed value.
So 1.25%, a lot like this, maybe what, $1,500 a year, give or take?
Exactly. So I actually own a water lot, an undeveloped water lot, and I think my tax bill is about $1,500 a year.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No, not at all.
And then what other expenses do owners inquire? We've got HOA, property taxes, what other, landscaping?
Basically, you would have a gas bill with the local gas company, and obviously an electric bill with the electric company. And then we have every October, since we do have our own restaurant and bar, we do like a food assessment of $2,080. That's $2,080 that our members basically spend up at the restaurant. So it's just a credit for them to use up there. It supports the restaurant, keeps it going every season. But other than that, I can't think of any other expenses.
Yeah, and that restaurant is top notch. So I think it's easy to spend $2,000 there. I could have a few steak dinners and probably get to $2,000 pretty quickly.
You could use up your monies very quickly. And I was going to tell you, if you're like my wife, our $2,080 pretty much went to lemon drops.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, I think we should show the folks the restaurant as well, because that's an incredible brand new facility. They just did a big remodel.
We did. Over the off season, we actually gutted the building and redid the whole interior.
This just isn't any restaurant. You guys have quite the clubhouse here.
No, exactly. This is our restaurant. We call it the Top of the Falls. We've got the big waterfall right here, obviously, but We just did a complete remodel in the off season, gutted the entire building.
This looks amazing. Now, when you did a big remodel like that, did you have an assessment to the owners?
No, sir. Monies came from the reserves. We're financially sound here at Motorcoach Country Club, and there was no reason to do anything like that.
Okay, so that's very good to hear, strong financials. I have heard of sometimes, you know, when they don't have the larger HOAs, sometimes you have to get hit with assessments later. Do you know when the last time owners were hit with an assessment?
Honestly, I've been here going on my 4th season, and I've never heard of an assessment taking place here. Now, I could be wrong, but no. I was on the board of directors last year, actually, and we were financially sound. And we're really proud of what we did, and pretty much gutted the entire building and expanded the bar area.
Yeah, they're doing some work in here right now. It looks like they've got everything taped off, but how cool is all, you know, the wood panels. Last time I was here, I don't remember all of these little details, you know, the ceiling, and then this view out here of the mountains.
Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah, just incredible. And, you know, the lakes and the waterways. I see some tennis courts and pickleball courts out there as well.
Yes, sir. So later today, the pickleball courts will be pretty crowded. Hopefully we can get by there and say hello. Then we've got our tennis courts off to the right there. And then we have what we call the Plaza area, where we hold a lot of events. So yesterday, we actually held our first annual scavenger hunt, which was a lot of fun. So, and the taco truck was out there, and people really enjoyed themselves. But up here, this is just an area we come up here in the evening times. Unfortunately, it's closed today because they're doing some work. They're replacing some blinds.
Yeah, really a special place. Well, I've got a lot of questions I want to ask you about ownership here at the resort, but let's take a look at some of these amenities here. Can you show us around some of the amenities here?
Oh, totally.
Now, Ken, this putting green looks like it could be on the PGA Tour, very well kept, but I know golf is really popular here. What is the program for golf here at Motorcoach Country Club?
So we take great pride in our golf, as you can see, but we're actually on a practice putting area that folks will come to. They meet here for Wednesday golf, men's golf, Thursday women's golf, and Friday they do a co-ed scramble that all starts right here. Our golf course, 9 holes. They play 18 holes from 2 different tee boxes. 7 of the 9 holes are over water. So if you're not a straight shooter, you're going to obviously lose some balls. But very challenging for a short game golf course, and just a lot of fun. It doesn't get any better than this. We like to tell people there ain't no PGA West course that's in the area that's any better than our grounds that we have here at Motorcoach Country Club.
Now, is there, you know, greens fees if you have guests come, or is there a pro shop? How is that all?
No. So we don't. So when you're an owner here at Motorcoach Country Club, the $760 HOA fee, that covers all the unlimited golf for you, your family, your friends, providing that you're together 7 days a week. There's no golf shop or tee times or anything like that. We are courteous to the men's golf that starts on Wednesday, the women's golf on Thursday, and so forth. But come 12 o'clock on those 3 days, it's free golf all day.
Just proper golf etiquette.
Exactly.
Well, and I can see why so many golfers love this resort.
Oh my God, look at this.
Well, and at $760, I mean, you come down this time of year, you're dropping $200 or $300 just to play any of the courses in this neighborhood.
Easily.
And then with all these over water shots, I see a lot of value. Now, what about renters? Are renters able to play
Renters
here?
as well. Same rules apply to the renters. Unlimited golf. They're more than welcome to get in the men's golf, women's golf, the scramble. We encourage them to do so they can meet some folks and hopefully encourage them to stay longer.
Well, gosh, 1 round of golf, if you bring your grandkids out, that almost covers your HOA fees for what you'd spend on a round around here.
Hello. It's really a no-brainer, honestly. I have people that actually own lots that live locally or nearby. They're members because they can't get away from the amenities that we offer for the price.
But I think there might have been even a PGA player hanging out here recently.
There's several of them, but Jason Day actually just pulled out of here the other day. He comes in every year, spends a good 30 days plus with us, and partakes in all the golf tournaments within the area.
Yeah, very cool. You never know what celebrities you're going to see running around this place.
There's several of them, trust me.
Yes, sir. Well, definitely a great opportunity for golfers out there, but pickleball has become very popular. You think we could take a look at the pickleball courts?
Oh my gosh, in a little bit, the pickleballs are probably going to be packed, but pickleball is something that I've really never knew about until probably last season, where it's kind of overtaken the whole resort.
Yeah, now I used to be a big tennis player, but I recently switched to pickleball, but you still have the beautiful tennis courts here. A lot of activity going on right now. There's some music going for the water aerobics, but what's going on in the tennis and pickleball area here?
We do have our pickleball, and we're quite proud of that because we just implemented that a season ago, but we do have our tennis players that love our courts. They actually, if you look at the sign of the USTA League tennis, where they get into a lot of competitions with surrounding resorts and so forth. But no, we take, again, great pride in the tennis courts, and we just got the courts actually all repainted going into the new season. So from what I understand, it's a top notch again here at Motorcoach.
Yes, for every square inch, like you said, the flowers at Disneyland, a paver walkway right to the tennis courts, just really nice. But you did something here on your pickleball courts that I really admire. One of the downsides of pickleball courts is the noise of the dinks, but you guys have a solution for that. This looks like the sound dampening material we see in the generator bays of some of these buses.
Oh yes, sir. When we implemented the pickleball area here and to try to keep our neighbors happy, we actually hung these blankets to dampen the sound from the pickleball. I guess the little dink noises, so we didn't disrupt our neighbors just on the other side of the walls.
Well, I really appreciate that, always looking out. And you know, we were hearing that music on the other side of this wall. As soon as we came over here, we can't hear that music anymore.
Exactly.
And I can imagine that was a pretty costly expense to have that done.
It was, and I'll throw it out there. I think we're at least $80,000 into blankets.
Wow.
But it wasn't the blankets. We had to go in and actually put in the post that would support these blankets in case we had high winds. I think we're dialed in now, and I don't think we've had any complaints. I also want to throw in there real quick, if you've noticed, we've got Newell and we've got Emerald Luxury Coaches that kind of helped us sponsor the pickleball courts and kind of contributed towards the success of us doing this actually. So
two of our favorite sponsors that have helped with the success of this YouTube channel as well.
Big thank you to them, trust me.
Yeah, Newell Coach and Emerald, absolutely, big thanks to them. Always some good pickleball activity here.
My gosh, so right now it's a little slow because they're having a big HOA meeting, but within the hour this is going to be a packed house.
Awesome.
Guaranteed.
So some of you longtime subscribers might remember this coach and this gentleman, Adam Willis. Great to see you again.
Andrew, good to see you.
It's been a few years since we filmed with you when you had just taken delivery of your Newell Coach.
Yep, almost 4 years.
And we found you here at Motorcoach Country Club today. How's life treating you, sir?
It's awesome. Weather's fantastic and great to be here.
Well, I want to ask you a few questions about Motorcoach Country Club, but it's been a few years since I've seen inside of your coach. This is one of my favorite Newells. Do you think we could take a look inside real quick?
Let's do it.
And I see you added the perforated vinyl here over the windows. Did you ever, buddy Ryan Laux, get that taken care of?
Absolutely.
Definitely took it to another level, and then you guys may remember this entryway. But Adam, the coach is looking just as nice as it was the first time we met you.
Thank you.
Now, shortly after we met in Arizona in April of 2021, I heard a rumor you came out here to Motorcoach Country Club and got addicted and ended up buying a lot?
Well, we did. We actually came out just after, stayed, looked around. We really liked the place. And then the homecoming, Newell Homecoming Rally was that October. And we met a whole bunch of people there with these Newells, and they asked us which lots are ours at MCC. So we got friend-shamed into buying a lot.
Other than all the great people and great friends here at Motorcoach Country Club, what else made you decide to purchase a lot here?
It really is the nicest property around, and being from California, it's very easy to get to. I do a lot of work in Southern California, so that helps as well, manage my winter time and still getting work done. It's just a great facility. It has every amenity that one could want in a resort like this, so it's really nice.
And we've been learning about all of the different activities to do here, from golf to pickleball. What are some of your favorite activities to do when you're here?
My favorite is definitely the poker run. There's every year there's poker run. We take the boats out, get to go to all the docks, get food, possibly some drinks. So we play poker, and it's a great time.
Now your lot here is awesome. You've got a boat on the dock. You've got this really cool coach house. Was there a reason you chose this specific lot in the resort?
I grew up on water, so whenever there was an opportunity to have a place on water, have a boat, even though it's not, ski boat or something like that, we just had to do it. I don't really golf that much, so not being on the golf course wasn't a big deal. So it's really good. I really like it.
And I know you've been to a lot of the different resorts around. You've put some miles on this Newell Coach since you bought it. But what are some of the other advantages of Motorcoach Country Club over some of the other resorts out there?
For me, it's really just the location. I can get from currently my house up in Oakland down to here in 5 to 6 hours, and all the people here, we have a lot of friends here, and it's really great to spend that winter with them.
And a lot of folks out there on YouTube have not started RVing yet, or maybe thinking about RVing or getting into the Motorcoach lifestyle. Is there any advice that you would have, and you're a much younger RVer than a lot of the RVers we see out here, is there any advice you'd have for other younger folks thinking about getting into the RV lifestyle or purchasing a Motorcoach lot like this?
Well, with technology today and Starlink and the working remote, you can really work from anywhere if your job allows for it. And being down at a place like this, you still have great internet, you have all the facilities here to get work done, you're close to places if you have to fly out and actually go back to your job. So just traveling and seeing the country is amazing. And the technology now allows us to do that full time.
Yeah, so what was the first time you came to Motorcoach Country Club?
I was back in 2018. I just bought a King Air, and our friend said, have you been to MCC? I didn't even know what MCC stood for. I had to ask him. And so I decided to come down here and check it out. And we're pulling in this $1 million King Air, and we felt like the Clampetts, for God's sakes, when we pulled in. Everybody's got Aston Martin tow cars here, and it's just a phenomenal place. It's so much fun. Everybody with their toys and trying to one-up everybody else, and it's a lot of fun here.
Yeah, this is definitely where the cool kids come to play. Well, Adam, I know there's a lot of action going on right now in the resort, so I appreciate you taking some time away to hang out with us and share that information.
Absolutely, and great to see you again, Andrew.
Likewise. Back here behind the clubhouse, we've got pool, hot tub, and I believe there's a pretty nice fitness center here as well, I heard.
Yes, sir. So right in here, we've got our fitness center. Then we also have his and her saunas on both sides of the fitness center. And then we've got our main pool, and you got a jacuzzi on the far end over there. The resort's also got on the west side and the east side, a smaller pool and a jacuzzi at each side as well. So, but no, we're really proud of this area. This is an area, again, in the off season. We just recently redid the decking, redid all the plaster and the tile, so it's pretty much brand new today.
Yeah, it looks great. And you mentioned a kiddie pool, but I'm meeting a lot more of, couples. It seems like a couples resort. But is there age restrictions here, or?
There's no age restrictions, and we actually have a lot of younger couples with smaller children today. But the kids typically come into the resort around the holidays. Thanksgiving, you'll see them out and about, and Christmas time, you'll see them out and about. Grandparents pretty much fly them in and fly them home. And it's fun to see them all actually using the amenities, the swimming pools. So.
But I think this time of year, when people are here, school's in season,
yeah,
so.
You're not gonna find too many kids here right now.
Yes, sir. Now, fitness has become more and more important to RVers in today's society.
Yeah.
But let's take a look at this fitness area here. Even with the huge glass windows, it's still nice and cool in here. Smells clean, smells new. What all's going on in here?
So we have a lot of different types of equipment, as you can see, and running machines. A lot of people are very fond of the Peloton that's over there. But you got your women's side on this side over here, and you got your men's side over here. I don't know if I mentioned, but they have their own saunas, so people can go in there and enjoy the saunas. But gym's pretty much open 24/7. People come in at all times of the day, typically very early in the morning or late in the evening. But as you can see, it's nice and cool in here. We keep the air cranked up for them, and got your ceiling fans.
I'm real big on sauna. I go to sauna 4 or 5 times a week for 40 minutes. Can we take a look at the sauna here?
Most definitely. We'll stay on the men's side.
So someone's in the sauna right now, but we're not going to show you that. But high-end men's locker room, floor to tile ceiling. Even the glass shower doors are very high-end. Bob and Mary, Ken mentioned that you're a staple here at Motorcoach Country Club. What brought you to MCC?
We loved the whole environment of MCC. We loved the friendliness from what we heard here. There was a lot of great people, a lot of people that wanted to do things outdoors still, participate with outdoor sports, which we love to participate in too. So with the golf and the tennis and the pickleball that they have now, it's just a whirlwind of fun. So that's what brought us over here, and then how everything just looks so lush and just gorgeous. We just love it.
And was there anything that made you decide to purchase a lot here? Was there any moment where you said, we've got to buy this lot?
The minute I drove up this lot, when our agent came up and said, let me show you one more, and that was it. And I loved everything about this lot. I loved that I get to see like the waterfalls and the lake, and that's what I wanted, and the golf course, and then the mountains. So that was pretty much, it was a trifecta kind of a thing, and it was perfect, and we loved it.
And Bob, what drew you to MCC here?
Really the golf. This golf course is an executive 18-hole golf course, par threes. I think 16 of our holes are over water. It is an extremely challenging golf course that is fun to play, but can also be a little bit unrewarding, I guess, if you're having a bad day. Definitely a fun thing. So we like it. It's a challenge out here. Social atmosphere, sitting on the 18th tee box and the 9th tee box right here. We have people constantly out here. You could sit out here and just watch people golf all day long.
And how long have you been in the Motorcoach lifestyle for?
Oh gosh.
Probably pushing 10 years now. So we're local in a sense where we're home is only about 100 miles away. We started out here as weekenders and have gradually taken it to a point, I think, where we're trying to do 7 to 10 days at a time and then go back home, and we still work and we're still sort of juggling both lifestyles. This is sort of our winter deal where we can't get out and travel as much in the motorhome. So we're here and the weather's so beautiful. And then over the summer, we spend a lot more time out on the open road.
Very cool.
You know, I tell everybody, I know we're only an hour and a half away, but for us, this is our staycation. So when we come out here, we get to relax and we get to enjoy life, and we're not that far away from, Orange County. So we're kind of in the best of the best place right now. A lot of people travel from all over the state of California and then Canada, but we get to be lucky to be only an hour and a half away from here and then feel the paradise. And that's what it really is. It's really, really outstanding. We love it. We love it.
And we had a chance to go inside of your coach house casita here. Just an incredible feeling inside of it. It's got almost a real warm feeling. Was there an inspiration for the build on that?
So what I liked about the casita is I like a little bit more of that European kind of look with the rock and everything else from the outside of the house. I really did really want to have something like that. And I just love that warm feeling of open up a bottle of wine and enjoy your friends. A lot of people really describe it like like a French country type of a thing.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I started to do, is make it look that way. I think it's kind of come a long way from what we first did here, and adding windows and just making it just even more homey and just comfortable. And it's just welcoming. It's just welcoming. And that's what I love about this site, is the minute you drop your cart up, and it hopefully feels that way, and it feels very welcoming.
Oh, absolutely. When we walked onto this lot, it was just a very, welcoming, very tranquil feel here.
Awesome.
Now, with your 10 years of experience in the Motorcoach lifestyle, a lot of the folks out on YouTube haven't, got into this lifestyle yet. Is there any advice that you would have for somebody thinking about getting into the RV or Motorcoach lifestyle?
Try it out first. I would say sometimes it's not for everyone, but you have to try it out first, and rent something first if you need to, so you can kind of get a comfort and a feel of what it's all about. But I'll tell you one thing: the minute they rent here, they're going to want to buy, because it's always been the case. I've never known anybody who hasn't rented here and has bought. So yeah, it's great. We love it.
I think it goes to say that, at home, people get into their lifestyles where you pull into a garage, you shut your door, and you go inside your house and you don't necessarily communicate. Here, there are constantly people walking around. There's constantly people on the golf courses. There's constant everything. The dog world here is a big deal. I mean, you'd be amazed how many people are here with their dogs. The social atmosphere is just what it is. Entering in towards retirement and getting to that point, I think we see this as a lifestyle, and that's really what it comes down to.
Awesome. Well, I know you have a busy day, with golf and all the activities here. So I really appreciate you taking the time to share that with us. Is there anything else that you'd like to share with the folks on YouTube while we're here?
Enjoy it. Life is short. This is our real kind of camping life, but it is absolutely one of those things that when we tell people we're going camping, they kind of look around and they go, this isn't camping, but you know what? It's outside, it's outdoors, and life is short, and we're trying to enjoy life, and it's great. It's a lot of fun. Enjoy, people out there.
Well, I appreciate it. Big thanks for showing us your little piece of paradise here.
Absolutely. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, my pleasure. So this is a kind of busy area here. We've got a lot of flowers here, just beautiful landscaping.
Disneyland.
Behind the clubhouse. But what is this area utilized for?
So this is our Plaza area. We basically hold a lot of events here, parties, right? Newell sponsors an event here. Emerald sponsors an event here. I'll have an event here in April, like an appreciation event to welcome our new owners and everybody. We just hold everything out here. Yesterday, for example, we had a scavenger hunt, and we had a big taco truck out here and hundreds of people out here participating in an event, which was just a lot of fun. Our first annual, actually, so you need to come visit us and partake in the next one.
Never a dull moment around here, and a lot of times you can get a little free happy hour sponsored by the different RV companies.
Without a doubt. They love participating with our events. They love supporting MCC, and we appreciate that wholeheartedly. But this is just a fun area. This is the kind of the place that we come together. We dance out here, we eat out here, and we make new friendships out here.
And then right across the street here is something I want to ask you about. Looks like some cool boating activities, and even these, the staircase and the flowers going down these stairs.
Oh, yeah.
are incredible. But what are these boats in this area here?
So this is our harbor. This is an area right here that if you didn't own a waterfront lot, you can actually rent or lease these spots up through the season. So this might be a privacy owner lot or a golf course owner lot, and he can rent or lease this spot. To the left of us over here is actually space that's kind of left open for owners that can come in with their family and their friends or guests, and it gives them ample parking to come up and go to pickleball, go to the restaurant, go to the plaza, come play tennis. A lot of fun. It just, like I said, it leaves space for those that want to come from across the waterway to come up to the restaurant or play a game or something like that.
Now, what's the cost to rent these boat docks back here?
So lease slips all over here are typically $100 a month, and they do a 12-month lease, right? So $1,200 for the entire season. It's your slip. They all have electric and lights, and you can plug up because all of our boats here are batteries. There's no gas engines allowed on the
Really?
water.
So all electric?
Only electric's allowed, and again, they all have pedestals just like our RV lots where they can charge their boat.
So no water skiing inside of the resort here?
No water skiing, no exhaust, no gas powered motors are allowed on the water. We have roughly 2.5 miles of waterway that go throughout the entire resort. As you can see, most people enjoy their boats, and there's a lot of them in here, and typically on a Friday, Saturday evening, it looks like a little freeway through here. I mean, everybody's having little wine cruises, family, friends come out, and again, it's just an amazing time on the water.
And I appreciate that you're always keeping in mind to keep a tranquil, peaceful environment, because if you had a bunch of gas motors running around. Now, what about gas golf carts or gas golf carts around?
No gas golf carts, no gas anything, right? So we are very aware of the noise. We don't want to create any noise for our guests or our owners. I'll also add that even weekends, Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, we don't allow any work to take place inside the resort, right? That's our time, that's our quality time. So gardeners, pool cleaners, construction work, nothing's taking place Friday, Saturday, or Sundays, or holidays.
We are here on a Tuesday, so a lot of work is getting done to keep this place looking like it does.
Right. Yeah, pool guys are in. Obviously, we've got several gardeners are in here, and people that have lots with a lot of grass obviously need to get that stuff maintained weekly.
Yeah, I can't imagine the landscape bill here to keep this. I mean, it's like Disneyland in here.
Well, we use a service, and we spend quite a bit of money for that service. But again, nothing's undercut here. We are top-notch, a 5-star RV resort, and we take pride in that. And again, as you saw with the golf course, it's got to be at a level where we just feel like it's the best.
Yeah, and it really shows.
Oh my gosh, thank you for that. Thank you.
We found the recently elected president of Motorcoach Country Club and your first lady, Tim and Lois. How are you today?
Good, thank you.
How are you?
Excellent, thank you. And it's a beautiful resort you have here. Now, when did you originally come to Motorcoach Country Club?
This would be our 4th season here at Motorcoach. We originally came to Motorcoach Country Club because the dealer that we bought our original Motorcoach from owns a lot here, and they allowed us to come down and spend a week at their lot. And the owner of that company said, you know, once you get down there, you're going to drink the Kool-Aid and you'll buy a place. And we thought, nah, that won't happen. And sure enough, 4 months later, we bought a place, bought this lot, and then sight unseen. Part of it had been built out, but all the rest of the build out we did the season following.
Yeah, and this is an incredible lot you have with the indoor-outdoor living space and the pool. You've got the boat on the water here. Now, what made you choose this particular lot here in the club?
We were originally going to buy one on the golf course, and I said, Tim, and actually we had an offer in, and I said, let me look one more time just to make sure. And this one came up, and it had the kitchen and the pool already done, but no casita. And I love doing design work and stuff like that, so we bought this one sight unseen, did a few changes outside here, and then built the casita.
And you can't beat the view. I mean, every day the view is just spectacular.
Absolutely incredible views here. Now, I know you stay very busy. I heard you were playing pickleball this morning, but what are some of your favorite activities here at Motorcoach Country Club?
Well, I love pickleball for sure. We like some golf, although we haven't done a whole lot of golf this season. And then just hanging out with friends down here. We have met so many wonderful friends. And a lot of times we'll get together in the evenings and do almost like a potluck.
Pickleball is amazing. I've become addicted to pickleball. I love golf. The executive course here is not your mama's putt-putt course. This is a legit executive golf course, and you have to be a good golfer to score well on it. And so that's great. We're in an area where there's so much to do if you like to, motorcycle or off-road or hike or whatever. There's just a million different things to do. It's a great place. I mean, we love it, love the climate, and the friends that we've made here are lifetime friends.
And compared to some of the other resorts out here, what do you think makes Motorcoach Country Club such a special resort?
Well, I think it's a combination of things. You know, first of all, the amenities here are fantastic. Whether it's the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, the restaurant, the facilities are gorgeous. I mean, this is just really a first-class place. Secondly, it's the people that you meet here from all walks of life, from all over the country. We all sort of share the same common bond in terms of having the very great privilege of being in a place like this. And we all really appreciate the opportunity we can come down here and spend time with each other.
And I would reiterate the restaurant. There's a lot of resorts that don't offer kind of the restaurant feature, and so we feel pretty lucky about that.
Yeah, absolutely. And is there anything else that you think is, good to share about Motorcoach Country Club that folks may find interesting?
Well, this is, for me personally, I still work. And in fact, one of the interesting dynamics that's happening here that's probably different than 10 or 15 years ago with people that are able to work remotely is it's easy to do that here. And you find that younger dynamic of folks that are coming in that can have the ability to recreate and play, but still work. For me, I travel a lot, so having access to the airport is really nice, super close by. This is different. We traveled in our bus throughout most of the western U.S., and there's a lot of really nice places out there, but they're not a country club, they're not a resort type setting such as this. They're a great place to spend a weekend, a great place to spend a week, but this is a place that, we're here for a solid 6 months out of the year. And if it weren't for the fact we'd have to be California residents to spend longer than that, we'd probably spend a little longer than that here.
Now, a lot of folks out there on YouTube have, thought are not RVing yet and thinking about getting into the RV or motorcoach lifestyle. Is there any advice that you have for someone that's maybe thinking about getting into this lifestyle?
If you'd have asked me 5 years ago, I probably wouldn't have considered doing it. We sort of were like most folks, had a house in a nice part of the country and enjoyed that. But you've got to be able to appreciate that it's different than having a house. I mean, you're driving your house on the road. You have to be willing to consolidate and live with less or be content with less than you would, normally have.
You don't need all that.
You don't need all the stuff, no. But the offset is, we have met, not just here, but we have met every place we've traveled, so many great people. And it's an interesting lifestyle. And when you start connecting with people that share that same lifestyle, the stories that you share, the adventures that you share, the chance to meet up with them in other parts of the country, I mean, that's just something you don't get when you live in suburbia, in your own house.
I've never gotten to know my neighbors as well as I
Good point.
have
Yep.
living here.
Yep.
I mean, everybody is out and about, you're outside, you're walking your dog, you're playing different activities. You just get to know everybody, and it's just wonderful. This truly is our happy place.
We hate leaving, and we can't wait to get back. It's that simple. And we live in nice parts of the country when we're not here, but we just can't wait to get back. And it's always a pain to leave when we drive the bus out of the gate. So.
Yeah, I really sense that camaraderie, just seeing how, you and, the other owners here interact with each other.
So one thing too I want to mention, and you mentioned at the top here, but we just elected a new board and a new leadership here at Motorcoach Country Club, and that's very exciting. And I was fortunate enough to be asked to be president for the next couple of years. And the one thing that I want people to understand is this really is a magical place. The leadership and the folks that run this place, the management company that we've hired, are all committed to making this a top-notch experience for everybody that's here. Whether they rent or whether they choose to buy, the level of excellence and commitment to excellence here is something that I don't think you'll find just about any place else.
Just being elected literally hours ago, I want to kind of put you in the hot seat here.
Right.
But talking about resort politics, is there any changes that you're planning on making, or what is the reason that you were elected to be the president here? What's your ideology of how this park should be ran?
Well, so at the end of the day, the board's role in overseeing this place is to be the best stewards of this place while the board is in charge, right? And in a place like this where we own our lots and we own this resort, the most important thing is that the dollars that we collect are spent wisely, that the investments that we make in amenities are timely and what the market is asking for, and that we're always managing the investments that people have made here to the best and highest use. Because this place has been here for 20 some odd years. There'll be a point when we're not here anymore, but you always want to set the place up for success and future success and relevance going forward in the next 5 and 10 and 20 years. Because places like this, I think will always be in demand. And if we can always yeah, they are. And if we can always keep that at the forefront, that we're here to make sure that we preserve and enhance and create value for not only us as owners, but future owners, that's our job as a board.
I can appreciate that and understand why they selected you to be the president. Anything else you want to share?
This is a great place. And I've talked to lots of people all over the country that when we go motor coaching and tell them to check it out, because once you get here, as I was told when we first came here, once you drink the Kool-Aid, man, you're going to want to buy the restaurant. And so we did it hook, line, and sinker, and we wouldn't change a thing. This is great, absolutely great place for us. And
I really can't say anything bad about this place.
No.
I can't. I mean, look at it, you guys.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah. So come down, check it out, see if it'll work. But it's worked for us, and wouldn't change a thing.
Awesome. I really appreciate you taking the time to share that with us today. And I know you've got a lot of activities to do, so thanks for taking that moment.
Thank you, Andrew. It was great to meet you in person.
Likewise. Thank you.
All right.
Definitely a slice of heaven, like what the boat is named over here.
Welcome to lot 213.
And you said this one is available.
This one is available, listed at $699,000. It's on the waterway, the main waterway right here. The sun's perfect with this unit. Actually, the sun rises up there on the east, sets on the west, which is just right over the build.
So a north-facing lot.
Exactly, yes.
And we've got a boat dock out here.
Got a boat dock, a dock that's actually been custom tiled, which is nice.
Now coming up here, we might hear this waterfall here, which it's always nice to kind of have that ambient sound. But does the $699, does that include this fireplace
It
area?
includes everything you see for the most part, with the exception of that green egg.
No green egg and no Integra cornerstone.
And no Integra cornerstone. But everything else you see, from the furnishings, the couches, everything's included.
Is that a hot tub?
That is, yeah. That's actually a hot tub, an infinity edge hot tub with a fire table in the center there.
Yeah, really cool. I bet you that was not cheap to have that built.
No.
But this also is not cheap at all. I'm noticing that tongue and groove wood on the ceiling. It looks like it is climate controlled.
Yes.
And then the huge glass doors
and
here.
all that glass opens up. You can open the whole unit up if you'd like, just like we did right here.
Now, is this lot in the rental pool at all?
No, this is another, because we're trying to sell it for the owner. So currently it's not in the rental pool, but something like this you could rent with a swimming pool or a hot tub.
Okay, so huge kitchen here. Now I saw an outdoor kitchen as well. The wine cooler here and a huge island.
Yep.
All the little details that they do, like that tile backsplash is over the top. What else is going on?
Well, you know, they just added all the cabinetry right there where the television is. So that's all a new addition right there. Just recently lowered the bar height down to accommodate the guests that are sitting around it. And again, down in this way, you've got your bathroom, your washer, your dryer, your toilet, everything that one would need.
This is probably a little tight for Murphy bed back here, but some really good storage, washer, dryer. And again, floor to ceiling tile work on the shower. A nice bathroom, for your guests to be able to use. Now, if your guests or grandchildren wanted to, maybe sleep on the sofa or something, is that allowed?
Oh, most definitely. A lot of our units have couch beds, Murphy beds, air mattresses, sleeping bags. I mean, grandkids can kind of sleep anywhere, and we get lots of them during the holiday time.
Well, this is definitely a great option. I know you have a lot of other lots for sale on the website, but let's go find some more owners to talk to. I want to hear from some of the other owners.
Most definitely.
So we're with Brent and Harriet, and how long have you owned here at Motorcoach Country Club?
Since 2017.
What brought you here to MCC?
Well, we came here to rent with 5 other people from Texas. And we all pulled in and we rented for several weeks. And then
Three of us
ended up buying that same week. And we were so impressed with the place. It was so beautiful. Everything was just like perfectly manicured, and just the friendliness, and we just loved everything about it. We couldn't try to find something we didn't like about it.
And that was almost 8 years ago, so you're still here, so you must have enjoyed it over these years. Now, what's some of your favorite activities and things to do here at MCC?
Well, Brent likes poker night.
Well,
every Wednesday.
Well,
he goes to poker.
She loves to play golf. I mean, she just started learning about 3 years ago. And she's like determined to get over hole number 1, you know, and I'm getting over it, and she's hitting her driver 86 yards, and I'm like, honey, you don't need your driver, you know. But anyway, the golf course is challenging, but it's just immaculate and beautiful. She wanted to learn to play golf, and I said, this is a good spot, you know, because you don't have to get a tee time, you just go play, you know. And I like that. I've never seen that before or been around any of that, and so that was new. And you know, we enjoy, you know, meeting people, and everybody just, you know, you can loan them a spatula. You don't even have to worry, they're going to bring it back. Everybody's trustworthy here and friendly. And
well, the people we have
we're
met
from Texas,
here,
and so we love, you know, people. And
now, the people we've met here are incredible, and we've met some really, really good friends that we stay in communication with year-round.
Year-round,
so
yeah.
that makes it a lot of fun.
And what are some of your other, you know, favorite amenities of the resort here?
I think the activities they have here and how you get involved, and you're never just like when you retire, you think, oh, you're just going to sit and be bored.
no,
and
there's
you're
something
not.
every
There's
day.
something
It's
every
like
single
yesterday
day.
we played bocce ball, or how you say
Bocce
it?
ball.
Bocce ball. We played
And
that, you know, and I've never played that before.
Usually, you know, he does a motorcycle ride on Tuesdays. Then there's men's golf, women's golf. There's game nights. There's just always something
Couples
to do.
golf on Saturday. You know,
So we
and then-
stay pretty busy here.
And there's always some at the top of the falls. You know, they have an incredible menu, and the food is excellent. You know, I haven't had anything I've had to send back.
And is there a reason you chose this particular lot? You're kind of on a corner lot here. You got the, you know, casita, coach house. Looks like there might even be a pool back there.
Yeah, the pool,
Yes.
hot tub. Yeah, the
Fire pit.
This
We
was-
chose this lot because we had a dog at the time, and we were right across from the dog park. And that made it easy. We don't have a dog now,
Yeah,
so,
right.
but we still like this lot. We wouldn't move. We've got great neighbors. I like being at the front of the park versus the back.
When we bought this, the casita was finished. It was all done, and the guy that built it didn't even have an RV. He didn't have a coach. He put it on the market, and it was on the market for 2 weeks, and we bought it. In the back, if you want to go back there and look in a minute, it's big. You can't tell from the front.
It's very deceiving.
It's very deceiving how big
in
the back is. And then inside the casita, we have a guest room for, you know, kids or anybody that comes. And they got their own private shower and bathroom, and it makes it really nice for guests.
And a lot of the folks out there on YouTube, they haven't had an RV yet, or they're maybe thinking about getting into the RV and motor coach lifestyle. Is there any advice that you would have for folks thinking about getting into the motor coach lifestyle?
Well, if they're going to get a motor coach, then they definitely need to look it on the internet, look this place up, and come visit it. At least rent a week or two and just see the environment and see the people and just see how friendly everybody is, and be able to know what all around here, what's available. And there's an incredible amount of restaurants that we love around here. If you're going to get a motor coach, you need to come check it out. You can come see what you're missing.
Absolutely. Harriet, anything you want to add to that?
No?
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for taking some time out of your busy day. I know you got a lot of fun activities going on here, so really appreciate you sharing that with us.
Oh, you're very welcome.
We enjoyed it. I mean, we have fun every day.
Yeah, and we showed a little bit of the interior of your new Newell coach in a different video we did with Newell Coach. So definitely worth checking that Newell Coach video out as well. So
Yeah, for sure.
you referred to this as the Glass House lot. What is the story on this lot?
Yes, sir. This is a couple that's been with us for a long time, and unfortunately, they've kind of said that they kind of just aged out, I guess, and aren't coming back this season. But this is available at $679,000. It's a beautiful golf course lot right here on this water. It's got a swimming pool. We call it the Glass House because if you're inside of it, every piece of glass opens up to just expand the whole space. So,
yeah, just an incredible look, and I could imagine that was not cheap to build.
No.
$679, that's everything.
No, exactly. It comes complete with everything. The casita's got a little bed, a bathroom, a shower, the whole 9 yards, and then all the stonework and so forth has just recently been redone. So they put a little money into it, and unfortunately, again, they're not coming back. It's up for grabs for the first person that wants to come and buy it.
Yeah, this tile work up the side of this coach house is top notch, but this is where folks can maybe have guests spend the night here?
Exactly. So this is basically what we call a casita. They're all basically the same size. But if you were to step into one of these units, you're going to always see pretty much a shower area, a toilet, and
so not too big where they don't get too comfortable.
Exactly.
Most of the time here gets spent outside, but a nice place to be able to rest your head. And a beautiful shower here too. Again, that top-notch tile work all the way up the wall here. I love seeing all of the cool details they do.
Yeah, no, they did an excellent job when they remodeled this unit.
Yeah, great opportunity for someone. Waterfront lot. Now, do you know if this pool is heated?
It is. You can turn on the heat as well as the jacuzzi that's running right back there right now. Have you noticed we got an alligator?
I was going to say, we see those a lot in Florida. Now, do you have alligators here in California?
Just floating ones like that, dead ones.
Okay.
But no, this is a beautiful lot, and it's known for its view. If you were to take a look at the mountains that are out that way and the water, it's an amazing view.
Well, and with the golf course here inside the resort, I see a tee box right here. You could sit out here and kind of watch the golfers, and they've got an over water par 3. It looks like pretty tricky hole there.
Yes, sir. 9 holes, 7 of the holes are all over water. They've got about a 150-yard shot over a puddle of water. And needless to say, there's a lot of balls lost right here.
I bet. Now, as far as having a boat dock, though, no boat dock with this lot?
No boat docks with this particular lot, but if you did want a boat, you can obviously rent a slip near the harbor or over by the yacht club. But the boats do come through here in this puddle of water here.
Yeah, and a really good amount of grass here. It's just immaculate how well they keep the landscaping around here, from the flowers. The grass is extremely green.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a kind of nice little yard area here as well.
Yes, sir. We take great pride in the golf course, the grounds, kind of known for our flowers. Flowers are pretty much everywhere. I like to say we've got more flowers than Disneyland.
That's what I said as we were coming into the resort.
But yeah, no, we take great pride in its look and the grounds. It's just an amazing place.
Well, and the way it was developed with the hedge right here, blocking the neighbor's coach there is a coach right on the other side of that hedge, but then it gets trimmed down there so it's not in the way of your view. Very well thought out.
Right. Well, there are some rules in place for those kind of things because we don't want to block the $1 Million Mountain View, right? So if you're out here enjoying the swimming pool, we do want to see that, but at the same time, we do want our privacy when we're in our coaches or sitting out like just enjoying the grounds. But,
yes, sir. Can we take a quick look inside the glass house there?
Certainly.
Yeah, so a really cool feel, almost like a Tuscan feel.
Add in a beach feel. We kind of think it's more like a beach feel because when the glass is completely opened up, it was my understanding that the owners had a lot of like outdoor furnitures that were sitting in here with the doors open, enjoying the swimming pool. And again, the view. You got to take a picture of that view. But that's what you're waking up every day to this place, and it's just amazing.
And do you know if this is climate controlled?
It is. It's got heating and air, again with high-end Viking appliances. You got your barbecue area outside the glass right there, and again that glass all opens up. And again the little casita portion of the unit, which was the original portion of the build back when they developed the resort, has a shower, a toilet. That one actually has like a little Murphy bed in it.
I know some resorts allow sleeping. What's the policy for having friends and family guests sleep in the coach house?
So our build-outs are all pretty much zoned non-residential, right? So they're vacant land listings is what we call them. But for the most part, if you got family, friends, grandkids, or guests that want to come and do a barbecue or need a place to stay for the night, it's not uncommon for them to either put air mattresses, couch beds, Murphy beds, something like that inside their unit so they can spend the night.
And I can imagine you don't have any tough time having people wanting to come visit you when you're here.
No, typically we're kicking people out after a day or two. But no, it's just a very accommodating thing. If you had your motor coach here, like my motor coach, as big as it is, 45-footer, as you know, right? People say, how many does it sleep? 2. Right? And that's why these units come in handy, because we do, in my particular unit, we put an air mattress, we have a couch bed. And again, we don't live in them, we just maybe sleep in them periodically.
Well, this lot is a great option, kind of something middle of the road in the price range here at the resort. But I know you've got some more expensive stuff pushing over $1 million around here. You think we can take a look at some of those?
Oh, yes, sir.
Pat and Michelle, you've got an incredible lot here at MCC. How long have you been owners here, and what made you choose to buy here?
Well, we've been here 3 years now. We actually bought the second day we arrived here. We had no intention of immediately buying. But the minute we pulled in through that front gate, saw the waterfall, the restaurant, and drove around the property, the next day we were in the real estate office and we made an offer on this lot. So it was meant to be. It was kind of our destiny. When you spend enough time here, or even just a day or two, you see how special it is. The people, the place, the casitas, the restaurant, the water, all the facilities, all the activities. It just makes you want to be a part of the community.
And we've RV'd for a number of years. We did it years ago and have been all across the country. And then we got out of it, went into boating for a while. COVID came, decided to get back into RVing. Given all of the places we've been, there just was no other place that really compared. So we were so excited to have this lot, which actually wasn't even listed that morning for sale. They thought it was going to be coming up, and so we just got very fortunate. We're thrilled to be here.
And I heard that you did some pretty big improvements to this lot as well. This is a really cool design, unlike anything I've ever seen. Was there an inspiration for the improvements you made on this lot?
Well, the style that was here was a little, probably a 180 from what we like. We like more modern, a lot of color, a lot of brightness, a lot of open space. When we bought it, we knew that we would be doing some renovations. It kind of happened quicker than what we originally planned, but we found a designer and a contractor. We just kind of meshed. And then we just went ahead and redid the interior, and then the following year we redid the exterior. So it's now kind of a reflection of our unique personality and our unique likes.
It was a pretty simple change. Given we're in Palm Springs, it's a lot of fun. We love color. And we just knew this was the lot because when you take a look at that view, I mean, it's spectacular. It was one of the best we felt in the park. And so we knew that while the interior wasn't exactly the style that we currently wanted, we could change that pretty easily. And so we did.
Really turned out nice. I love the style that you use, very modern, contemporary. Definitely had a little bit of that Palm Springs vibe to it.
Absolutely.
And you mentioned you were doing some boating as well. And it looks like you're still doing a little bit of boating here at the resort.
It's slightly different what we used to do, but it's like an adult Disneyland here. That's how I try to describe it to friends. You know, we have 2 miles of waterways, electric boats. So most evenings you will find lots of boats out on the lake just having their evening cocktail cruise and enjoying their appetizers and a glass of wine. And it really just adds to the sense of fun in the overall community. And so we've really enjoyed that. We enjoy taking friends and family out and having the evening cruises. And of course with the mountain views here, and now we have some snow on the mountains, we really have some fabulous scenery to enjoy while we're out.
And it's so different than driving around the resort in your golf court. It's because you get a very different view when you're out on the boat, and then you also get a different view depending on the time of the day. So there are people that go out for their coffee cruises in the morning, but then at night, if you're going when it just starts to change and the lights are changing and the colors are coming down, the colors are in the sky, it's absolutely spectacular. So you can always get a different view, even with a small 2 miles of waterway, just depending on the time of the day.
And the irony of being in the middle of the desert but out on a boat is kind of fun.
Yeah, nothing like it out there. What are some of your other favorite activities here at MCC?
Well, we both love to play pickleball. That's really big in the community here. We just added pickleball courts, 2 years ago? Yep. That's a huge draw for a lot of owners here. The golf course is amazing. We're not golfers, but the golf course is absolutely stunning. There's really something for everyone. There's probably 2.5 dozen different activities that go on here throughout the season. You know, yesterday they had a treasure hunt. This weekend we have a dinner show with an entertainer, from mahjong to Bible study. I mean, you name it. There's something here for just about anyone.
And what's different, I think, here is, you know, a lot of places have activities and a lot of places have some beauty, but we have the restaurant here right on site, which is just so convenient, whether you want to go up for a cocktail or you just decide you don't want to make dinner and then you just want to drive back in your golf cart. Again, you know, with the waterways, it just makes it very different and very comfortable.
Yeah, I heard some people take a boat cruise to dinner sometimes. Have you done that before?
We've done it for lunch, believe it or not. Yeah, and then we park at the marina close to the restaurant and get out and go and get some food, and we actually then have eaten on our boat as well.
Well, a lot of folks out there on YouTube have maybe not gotten into the RV lifestyle and are thinking about getting into the RV or motor coach lifestyle. Is there any advice that you would have for someone that's thinking about getting into this lifestyle?
Oh, that's easy. It's do it now and have fun. You know, we spend a lot of our time, like a lot of people, with really busy careers and not a lot of time to do everything. And yet, when we retired, it was a time for us to just be ourselves and take adventures. We found that for us, one of the most important things in life wasn't really the real estate that we owned or the nice house that we might have had. It's really all about the experiences and the adventures that we've had. And we've just found that we've had the most fun when we're in settings like this, meeting like-minded people who love to travel, who also have a tremendous amount of experience at different places, and then we often travel together or find new places to go. It's just been a lot of fun.
My advice would be the same. Do it now. Don't wait. It is an amazing lifestyle if you enjoy adventure, if you enjoy meeting new people, if you enjoy seeing the country. We spend several months here during the winter, and then we take our time traveling east, where we spend our summers in Petoskey, Michigan at Hearthside Grove. And then when we head east to west, we spend about 6 weeks traveling the country. We usually stop in Ouray and Telluride and Moab, and just enjoy the beautiful scenery of this country. And you get to bring your house with you. There's nothing better.
Yeah.
and your family. We've got 2 dogs, and we don't like to go anywhere without them.
Yeah,
so this
absolutely.
allows us to have them with us all the time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's very important. I appreciate that.
Sure.
Is there anything else that you think would be great to share with the folks out on YouTube at all?
I would just reinforce, if you're thinking about it, don't wait. You do it now, get out, enjoy it while you can, when you can. We have kind of changed our lifestyle from having a home and kind of hanging out in one area to now enjoying the whole country and bringing our house with us. And it's really an amazing lifestyle, and we just couldn't imagine it any other way right now.
Pat and Michelle, I really appreciate you sharing that with us, and I know you've got a lot of fun stuff to do today, so thanks a lot for taking your time. We really appreciate it.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We're with Stan and Jimmy, and you own 3 lots here at Motorcoach Country Club?
We do. We figured if we're going to go big, we'll do it here and knock it out of the park and have a good time while we're here.
And what brought you here to MCC?
When we purchased our new coach, this is our second Newell, we were looking at places that we could travel to that would allow us to shake down the coach and get the service that we need, and still an opportunity to enjoy the travels. So of course they've got the service team that's here throughout the season, and it was a good opportunity for us to be able to take advantage of that.
We'd gone to a Newell rally in September, met quite a few folks who are here at MCC, and we said, you know, this place sounds kind of nice, and since the service team's there, why not just drive out there? And then we just fell in love with it. The minute we drove through the gates, we're like, holy smokes, this is really incredible. Something special.
Yeah, it really is. And by the way, I've got to compliment your beautiful new Newell coach here. Absolutely stunning
Thank
coach. Now, you went, all in here. You didn't buy just 1 lot. You bought 3 lots, and then you're doing a pretty big build out from what I hear. What caused you to purchase 3 lots here?
Stan's mantra is, if it's worth doing, it's worth overdoing. So we came in for just the 2, but the owners had all 3, and they were wanting to get out. They had aged out, and they were ready to settle down in one spot. And so they offered us a deal on 3, and we said, okay, it sounds like a good deal, and here we are.
So it's a good chance for us to build on the 2 and then have this for friends and family to come and visit, and a place that we can park more Newells.
Well, and we met you at Hearthside Grove in Michigan, one of the best summertime resorts in the country. So I know you've traveled to some of the best, but what do you like about Motorcoach Country Club, and what made you choose this resort?
Honestly, when we first got here, of course, we really enjoyed the beauty of the place, which is fantastic. But truly, by the time we started, and then the second and then third week, the people that we met here have really been fantastic. And in fact, Ken Pollock, who of course from the real estate side, this guy's got to be, he must have some angle or something, but ultimately he's just a super nice guy, and it's resemblance of all the people and the personalities that are in here. It's just good folks to be able to spend time with and really enhance our lives with their company.
And I know you've been staying really busy here too, because it was I think it was pickleball this morning. I know you've got to be somewhere here soon. But what are some of your favorite activities to do here at the resort?
Well, you're right. I'm about to go to Ladies Bunko, which is a lot of fun. We love pickleball, and the golf's amazing. You can almost stay too busy. We giggle that we have to make time to have a night off, and even that usually is a fail, because everyone's just always doing something and having a good time. You'll be at someone's house for dinner, or we play card games. There's also chicken foot, there's Ladies Wine Wednesday, there's something going on.
Wednesday night poker.
Every day.
Other activities as well. Fundamentally, it's really the people that are here as your fellow neighbors and have similar interests as far as motor coaching goes, and everybody's just really fun to be around. So ultimately, you do end up way too busy, but it's good fun.
It seems like adult summer camp around
That's exactly
here.
it.
or as Jimmy said, it's like the Ken and Barbie movie where you drive by and wave hello to everybody in the mornings. It's tough to get a walk around the entire place without stopping 20, 30 times just on your own street, for goodness sake.
Yeah.
So pretty awesome.
Yeah, really cool to see the camaraderie around here. It seems like a very tight-knit community of like-minded people. And I'm noticing your waterfront lots, but then you also have the golf course on the other side of the water, kind of the best of both worlds. Was there a reason that you chose these particular lots here?
We fell in love with the view. You see the mountains and the Augusta Bridge, and the view's just incredible. And it never gets old, honestly. You'll play pickleball and you look out and you see the mountains and you just have to pinch yourself that this is where we get to spend the winter. I just talked to my dad, and he's back home in Texas and it's cold right now, and he said, "What's the weather there?" I said, 70 and sunny. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, definitely hard to beat the weather here. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what you're going to do with your coach house over there. Any specific plans on the coach house or anything interesting you're doing there?
Probably doing too much, but it's good fun, and it'll be a great gathering place. We'll have a nice full kitchen, large island in order to be able to host folks and stand around and play games at the counter, or else we'll have a nice table. And of course there's always a bar. It seems as though there's no shortage of afternoon adult activities. So just nice accommodations to be able to store additional stuff like clothing and whatnot in closets and stay a little bit more organized. So it's a good accompaniment to our new coach.
Absolutely. And then I know building something and going through the construction process can be a little bit frustrating. I see, looks like you're getting pretty close to the finish line there. How has the whole build process been, working with contractors? How did you find a contractor? How was that process?
That's a great question. We interviewed several contractors, and they all have their pluses and minuses, of course. We actually feel very good having landed Carlos Aceves from Desert Pride Construction. He's really been a great partner in our build. He understands kind of what our vision is and is able to actually implement that into the footprint and still be in compliance with all the guidelines that are required, of course, with any HOA. So it's actually gone very well. I will also say that the Architectural Review Board, as well as the board here, has been very accommodating and is eager to help support us and do the right things so that we can build our vision and still enhance the value, not just for ourselves, but for, frankly, all the neighboring residents as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I believe Carlos did a build for Al and Stephanie that we did a video on last year, and it just turned out immaculate.
That's
so
right.
That's going to be hard to top that coach house, but looking forward to seeing what you guys do.
That's true. You're right.
But you'll have to come back and we'll show you.
Yeah, looking forward to that. Well, now I know you've got to get going here pretty soon, but a lot of folks out on YouTube are thinking about maybe getting into the RV and motor coach lifestyle and haven't done it yet. Do you have any advice for folks that are thinking about getting into this lifestyle?
Probably the biggest thing that really surprised us is how enjoyable, especially in the comfort of our new coach, how enjoyable the whole experience is. You know, your ability to pick up, and even if you're along the way, you're staying at a place that may not be 5-star, it's always 5-star inside of the coach. I mean, we literally have talked about how we'll stop at sporting events and stay at a Home Depot parking lot, for goodness sake, and outside in the real world, what's going on is really, aside from the greatness that you've got going inside of these coaches. So I think you'll be surprised more often than not at how easy it is to get on and really enjoy the time. You've got everything, all the luxury at your fingertips that you would have in your normal house, and the ability to take and explore and really open up the door to new adventures is fantastic.
Just you meet the nicest people too. It seems like everyone is, and regardless of just this resort, but anywhere we've stopped, people have been so kind and nice and friendly. And then you see the most amazing things that you wouldn't really see if you were flying, for sure. You get to experience all the great things our country has to offer, and it's a beautiful country.
It is.
Yeah.
And even being able to bring pets with you as well, which is a huge issue for most folks, that are looking to get out and about. What do they do with their pets along the way? And man, it's super simple in being able to bring them along and make them, part of your adventure as well.
If folks are thinking about purchasing a lot here, you kind of dove in all the way here, but any advice for folks thinking about purchasing a Motorcoach lot like
Sure,
these?
sure. What we did when we first came here, we did move around to a few different lots, trying to kind of get a sense for the feel, both in terms of the view as well as kind of what are the amenities, whether you want the golf course view or be on the water, those kinds of things. It's really a good opportunity to kind of press the flesh, as they say, and get a sense as to what really appeals to the two of you.
And if you can come in for the lots of dreams and see quite a few lots at one time, or just schedule an appointment with Ken, he'll show you all of them. Because they're really, there's a lot of similarities, but there's quite a few unique features between the lots too that you wouldn't realize unless you see them.
Absolutely, and we're going to be filming a bunch of lots for the folks today. So,
awesome.
Well, I know you got to get somewhere. I don't want to make you late, but thanks a lot for taking the time. Really appreciate you.
It's nice to meet you.
Likewise, thank you.
Thank you, good to see you again.
Likewise, yeah, thank you. If I was a gazillionaire and I came to you and said, I want the best of the best, this is where you led me.
Hello, hello, hello. Lots 84 and 85.
So this is 2 lots in one.
Well, they're 2 separate lots, but the owner says they have to go together. They kind of flow together, right? Sort of like if mom and dad and they've got a son or a good friend, that's what the other side would be for.
Yeah,
So-
I've seen some, brothers that, or couples that are good friends.
Exactly. So you basically got 2 lots that they own, but they're both separate lots, if that makes any sense.
Well, and this has a very, like a European style feel to it.
Right, very Tuscany.
Very Tuscany, yes sir, with the brick. And just so ornate, all of the little details that they do. Now, this side, it looks like just a smaller, not a full coach house, but maybe a laundry area with a bathroom and a shower?
Yes, sir. So this is a typical casita that you'll find on a lot of the lots. It's got your bathroom in here, shower, toilet, sink, and typically these will always be a bed. So you pull this down.
Bed. Oh, there's something there, but
so,
it is a Murphy bed.
So this is a Murphy bed, and again, if you had family, friends, guests, they can come out here and sleep.
Yeah, and then coming back out here, it looks like there's a golf cart. Does the golf cart come with the lot?
The golf cart with this lot actually will go with this lot.
At the 1.5 number?
Yes, sir. It's also, we should probably note that there's a TV mounted inside the granite top here that's on a televator that comes up out of the ground, or out of the case.
And what about the furniture?
Typically everything you see stays. It's pretty much turnkey with all of our lots here.
Really cool fire pit area out here with the tongue and groove ceiling, and even these ceiling fans, you could tell everything was done very high end. They were not cutting on cost on the build.
And we're very fortunate in the fact that we do have natural gas here at MCC or Motorcoach, and as you'll see, gas fireplaces throughout the entire resort, as well as these gas fireplaces or pits.
This is going to be the larger of the 2 coach houses in here. Can we take a quick look inside here?
Most definitely.
And how much are these 2 lots available for?
So these lots together are listed at $1.5 million.
Okay. This door right here has got to be, that's a pretty penny right there, just the door.
That is a very pretty penny right there. So there was no stone unturned when they came in to design this unit. Even these doors, these are some of the heaviest sliding glass doors in the whole resort. Just beautiful craftsmanship that came into this, from the granite countertops and the ceiling, the custom ceiling. Just a beautiful unit.
Now back here, is this like a kind of a washroom area?
So a lot of storage. A lot of times people will make this a Murphy bed for sleeping arrangements and so forth. And then we've got this big, beautiful bathroom with all the tile work. The inlay up here is just stunning.
Unbelievable.
Right?
The top, and again in the shower, floor to ceiling with the shower head coming from the ceiling.
Exactly.
Like the gold sink.
Exactly. This is just it's one of a kind within the resort, honestly.
Yes, sir. But yeah, this is really cool, that indoor-outdoor living area.
Yes, where these doors just completely open up like this, opening up the entire unit. Step outside, you've got your barbecue area here for entertaining. And then obviously we have our infinity edge swimming pool that's right here on the water's edge. This lot actually comes with 2 boat docks as well. As you can see, there's a Duffy boat out there that belongs to the owners.
Hot tub as well, and then is the pool heated?
Yeah, the pool currently is not heated because there's nobody here, but you could heat the pool.
And then is that a outdoor fire?
This is an outdoor fire pit, or a line, we call it. And then you got your fire bowls out there by the pool's corners. And if you look over here, this is actually an outdoor television that comes up out of this storage area here.
Kind of coming over to the other side, it definitely, I could see why it needs to be sold together. The way it's been built.
Exactly. So you step down over this way. This is the other lot, lot 84. 5, but yet they're married in a sense, and you've got your fire table down there on the dock. You've got your steps. The ambient lighting in this unit at night is just amazing. And then obviously the flowers that they put out.
And then this is technically like your boat dock down here?
Yes, sir.
Is there a size limit? These all seem to be pretty small boats.
Motorcoach Country Club, you're allowed to have up to an 18-foot electric boat. Typically, you'll see Duffys or electric crafts inside the resort.
Now, this is the nicest lot here. Do lots like this ever rent out?
They do. Now, this particular unit here, it's not in the rental pool, but we have several lots from undeveloped privacy lots to golf course lots to water lots that are all in the rental pool. They range in price from $105 to about $195 per night. The price obviously reflects the amenities that lot offers.
But I would assume something like this would be a lot more than $200 a night.
Well, that's probably why it's not in the rental pool. But you can get a unit like this with a swimming pool for about $200 a night, $195.
Now, can you charge more? Do they go above that ever?
So the only upcharge to that would be to heat the swimming pool. So typically anywhere from $50 to $100 per night would be added if you wanted the gas to heat the pool.
You know, going into the rental pool, talking a little bit more about that, if someone was to buy just like a base lot or buy a lot like the one we saw with the glass house that was around $700 grand.
Right.
What is the split with the resort?
So the resort's actually going to take $55 per day from the owner for managing their rental. And managing the rental, obviously the site goes up onto the website. People can go onto motorcoachcountryclub.com, find the rental lots that are available, book their stays, and when the renter leaves, actually they come back and they clean the lot, blow it off, wash it off, get it ready for the next renter.
Now they're only charging that $55 when it's rented out.
Exactly.
Correct. If it's vacant, they're still getting charged their HOA and all that.
Exactly. You have your $760 a month, but if it's in the rental pool, $55 for every day that they actually rent it.
Okay, so a good way to offset some of your property taxes and HOA costs?
Yeah, most definitely. We have lots that actually pay for themselves. It's a great either investment you can buy into or you can use it every day if you wanted to.
And where can folks find more out about the rental rates? Can they choose what lot they want to rent and see photos of it?
Yes, sir. They can go to motorcoachcountryclub.com and there'll be rental lots, and click on that, and all the lots that are rented or available for rent will show up with photos and pricing.
Now, are there any discounts if folks want to stay a full month or several months?
I'm going to say that there's no discounts, but at the same time, that's a good question. You bring up the fact about months. Here at Motorcoach Country Club, you're only allowed to rent up to 30 days. So after the 30th day, typically that's when they really start looking to purchase a lot.
That's when they come see you and pull the trigger on a lot here. I can see that happening.
Definitely. Once you drink the juice here, if you get up to the restaurant or just mingle and meet all the amazing people here, it's almost like a shoe and you're going to want to stay.
It only took me a day. I'm ready to come play pickleball and play tennis and golf and hang out with you guys.
And take a boat ride.
Well, I got to keep making these YouTube videos. Maybe someday, you never know.
No, I'm with you.
Well, Ken, it's been an absolute honor to look around at some of these lots for sale, meet some of these amazing couples that are owners here. Really appreciate you having us out today. Now, if someone's a serious buyer and they want to purchase a lot here or rent a lot here, what are the next steps they should take?
Well, first of all, I just want to thank you, Andrew, for coming out and doing what you're doing today. I know we met a few years back, and then now that I'm doing the real estate stuff, I really do admire your work and what you do for the community. But to answer your question, if anybody's seriously wanting to just come here and visit, go to motorcoachcountryclub.com. They can book, they can inquire. You can call me. I love taking calls. I love sharing the information about Motorcoach Country Club, and just look forward to seeing you again in the future and all the new folks and friends that we make here at Motorcoach.
Yeah, absolutely. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, buddy.
And also appreciate all of you out there subscribing to the channel to make this possible. Appreciate you and hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.